Hi everyone, welcome back to our science session in our science lab. So we have started today with the new chapter. So the last session we have already completed the first chapter, that is matter in our surroundings. So today we will start with our second chapter, is matter around us pure? So I think by seeing this title you might have understood that is matter around us. So whatever the matter that is there around us, is it in pure form? So that is the question in this chapter. So in the last chapter we have studied what is matter, what are the different states of matter, what are its characteristic properties of different states of matter, and we have also studied that how the matter changes from one state to another by the factors such as temperature and pressure. So all this we have studied in detail in the first chapter. So today this chapter we study whether the matter around us is in pure form or no. So children, daily you will see different types of matter around you. So whenever you get up early in the morning, you will have a cup of tea. So tea is a mixture of so many substances, isn't it? There will be milk, tea powder, sugar, so water, everything you are adding to the tea. So that matter is in the form of different types of mixture, and milk, sugar, ghee, butter, so all they are different types of matter that are present. So these matter, whatever it is there in your house, is it in pure form? You are getting it from the market, you are buying it from the market. So is it in pure form? You will be seeing the label outside the cover, that is GRB ghee, pure ghee, or Amul butter, pure butter. Okay. So is they are pure or no? How can we know it? So for common people, pure substance means the substances which there doesn't have any adulteration. So those we call it as a pure substance. For example, if you take milk when we call it as a pure milk, when we will not add water to it. Okay, so the milkman, if he adds water, it is adulterated milk. Otherwise we call it as a pure milk. So in case of scientist doesn't think that the pure milk means it is a adulterated or not adulterated milk. In case of scientists, pure substance means which does not have any mixtures, that is substance which have the same constituent particles, they call it as a pure substance. For example, in case of scientists, milk is not pure because it is consisting of a mixture of water, fats and proteins. So it is not in a pure form. So all these confusions are there, whether what to call the matter as a pure substance and which matter we have to call it as a impure matter. Okay, so there are different types of methods to know whether the matter is in pure form or not. So in case of scientists, a substance is said to be pure when all its constituent particles are same in their chemical nature. So we call it as a pure substance. In other words, we can tell it as a pure substance has single type of particles. That is, the constituent particles that are present in the matter, they are same in terms of chemical nature. So those substances we call it as a pure substance. And the other, whatever the matter that we are seeing around, like soil, seawater, so are they pure substance? No. Soil consists of nutrients, water and many kinds of minerals. So we call it as a mixtures. Okay. Even seawater. Seawater, is it a pure substance? No, seawater consists of salt, water, many minerals present in the sea. Okay. So that is also not a pure substance. It is a mixture of substance. So we call it as a mixture. So what is this mixture? Mixture is constituted by more than one form of pure substance. Okay. So it consists of more than one form of pure substance. So that we call it as a mixture. So mixture is a substance that consists of more than one form of pure substance. So if you take the example of sodium chloride and water. So as you know children, we can separate both sodium chloride and water by the physical process called as evaporation. So by evaporating, we can separate the sodium chloride with the water. But can we separate sodium chloride alone? No, it itself is a pure substance. We cannot again separate sodium and chlorine together. Okay, we cannot separate sodium and chlorine because sodium chloride salt itself is a pure substance. Similarly, sugar. Sugar is also a pure substance as it has its own constituent particles. It is in its purest form. So sodium chloride and sugar both are pure substance. How about soft drink and soil? So if you compare the soft drinks, in soft drinks we have different types of components in it. So we call it as a mixture. Even the best example you can take is the tea. Whatever the tea you are preparing daily, it consists various components in it. Yes, no? That is sugar, tea powder, milk and water. So we can call it as a mixture. So mixture consists of more than one form of pure substance. So we call it as a mixture. Again in the mixture we are having two types. So first one is homogeneous mixture. Second one is heterogeneous mixture. So homogeneous mixtures are those mixtures which have uniform composition throughout. So the best example I can give is, so you can see the solution of potassium permanganate here. So can you see here children? It is solution of potassium permanganate. You cannot identify the potassium permanganate separately and water separately. Here both are uniformly mixed. So we call this as a homogeneous mixture. Okay. So next one is the heterogeneous mixture. So you can see here heterogeneous mixture, they do not have uniform composition. So I have taken the sodium chloride and iron fillings as the example for heterogeneous mixture. So when we mix both this, you can see here, so the white part is the sodium chloride and the black color is the iron fillings here. So can you see the uniform mixture here? No. You can identify sodium chloride and iron fillings separately. So it does not have uniform composition here. So it is called as heterogeneous mixture. So this is the homogeneous mixture, that is solution of potassium permanganate, and this is the example for heterogeneous mixture. Okay. So I hope children you understood today's session about the mixtures, types of mixtures. So today's homework for you is to write the definition of mixture, write the types of mixture and give the examples for the homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. I hope all of you will do this. Thank you.